All right, guys, welcome to match lessons from the Utah State match. This was a level 2 USPSA match and the first match where I ever shot PCC outside of like big, weird 3-gun stuff where you're just hosing away with it and you don't have any USPSA specific skills. So on this, what I did in order to practice for it was I basically set up a little miniature stage, and I'm going to run you through the whole thing here in a second and talk about what I'm doing. But I wanted a small stage. I had one afternoon of Dryfire between the time when I decided to shoot PCC in the match because my LO gun is clapped and the actual match. So I basically ran this little mini stage for, I don't know, like a half hour or something like that. And all I have here is I have an unloaded start with full mags because you have to really load hard. Then I had a reload. Then I had a long piece of movement into position. Then I had uprange movement, dragging the gun behind me with my body to the right because that's harder than with the body or the gun to the left. Just a bunch of stuff like that that kind of made up all the skills that I might need in a USPSA match. So I basically practiced that little mini stage that I set up for like a half hour and then shot the match. And lo and behold, second stage I shot in the match looked like this. Unloaded start, some moving targets in the back, some reload here. Wasn't particularly good, but it was all right. So I wasn't building stages from the match. I did have access to the matchbook, but I never brought it up and like looked at what the stages were going to be. I just figured unloaded start, a reload at some point, movement, position entries, low ready starts. I did practice those a little bit because that's different than, drawing a gun or anything like that. But what I'm doing is if I'm really crunching my practice, what I'll do is I'll set up some little thing that has a little bit of all the things just to make sure that all those things are kind of there. And if any one of those things is really missing, then I'm going to address it individually. But for this one, I was able to just, kind of phone it in really. And, just build a little mini stage. It had all the stuff I would need to be able to do.